Hello everyone, let's continue our discussion on solution of exercise 8.1. This is part 2. In the last part we have done question 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now let's take question 5. It is saying, show that if the diagonals of a quadrilateral are equal and bisect each other at right angle, then it is a square. So this time we have to prove a quadrilateral square. So we will draw a square from our side, but we will not assume it as square. We have to prove it. Okay, let me draw it again. Second. Let me draw it again. It will be like this. Okay. So now we have a square. We have a quadrilateral ABCD. This is a quadrilateral ABCD. It just looks like a square, but we are not saying it is a square. Okay. So what is given to us about this? First thing, ABCD is a quadrilateral. We should write always the given so that there is no confusion in our mind while solving the question. Quadrilateral. Second thing given to us is diagonals of quadrilateral are equal. So if we have two diagonals AC and BD, it is given in the question that they are equal. So AC is equal to BD. Second thing given to us. Then they are saying diagonals are equal and bisect each other. So that means AO is equal to OC is given to us and DO is equal to OB is given to us. And they are not bisecting normally, they are bisecting at right angles. So this is also given to us in the question that these are right angles. And you can see this symbol that I am drawing, this symbol signifies that they are right angles. Let me call them 1, 2, 3 and 4. Naming them makes it easy for me to name them like this, because saying DOC, COB is quite confusing. So angle 1 equal to angle 2 equal to angle 3, angle 4 is equal to 90 degree. It is also given to us. We have to prove that ABCD is a square. Now we must think about the definition of square. What is a square? We all know square is a... So to prove a square, we have to prove first it a parallelogram, and second we have to prove that all sides are equal, and third we have to prove all angles are, or we can say only one angle is 90 degree, that both are equal. So angle equal to 90 degree. These three things we have to take care. If we are able to prove these three things, we can say confidently that this ABCD is a square. Okay. Now let's see. Let's start the process. I guess question is clear to you. So in the proof, first thing we can say is ABCD is a parallelogram. It was very simple to say. Why? Because of this thing. Where it is? Yes, because of this thing I can say. We have studied in a theorem that if diagonals are bisecting each other, then that particular quadrilateral is known as parallelogram. So the reason is because in a quadrilateral, if diagonals bisect each other, it is a parallelogram. We have seen there are many conditions to prove a parallelogram. It is one of that. Okay. Also we can say after this, next task is to prove sides equal. So right now we can say, therefore, as ABCD is a parallelogram, right now we can say AB is equal to CD, that is opposite sides are equal, comma, also we can say AD equal to BC. As I have told you in the previous questions, now our target is to find a connecting link. These two are equal, these two are equal. If we are able to prove any of that equal, that is if I am able to prove AB equal to BC or CD equal to AD, that would act as a connecting link and we can say all sides are equal. So let us see how to prove that. let us think on AB and BC only, and the triangles on which AB and BC are coming is triangle ABO and BOC. So let us take in triangle ABO and triangle BOC, let us see what is given to us. AO equal to OC is given, so AO is equal to OC is given to us. Second thing, these angles are equal, 3 equal to 4, so it was quite easy, both are 90 degree. And the third thing, from our side, our efforts, BO equal to BO, common. So we can say the triangles are congruent. Triangle ABO is congruent to triangle. Now again, while naming it, it is very important to understand what is the correct name. Let us see, BO and BO is coming together, so BO is second and third, so we have three places, second and third should be BO or OB. These are two possibilities, that means the first will be C, I guess, yes. Now let us check with one more condition. AO should be coming equal to OC. AO is first and third, OC is first and third in here, here it is not there, so it is wrong. This is the correct name, okay. So after this, let me rub the wrong name. No need to rub it in your copy. It shows that you are going through proper steps. Now, after this, we can say by CPCT that AB is first and second in this triangle name and CB is first and second. Hence, AB is equal to CB or BC because corresponding parts of congruent triangles, and with that we can say all sides are equal. So right now we have done one part, that we can say right now it is a rhombus. If somehow we prove one angle 90 degree, this rhombus will become what? A square. All sides are equal. So till now we are able to say that this ABCD is not only a parallelogram but it is also a rhombus. Now we should think how to prove this angle A and or this angle B as right angle, and we all know it is very easy. The only thing is we should think of a way to prove them equal, and it is easy. So let us think in which triangle angle A and B are coming. So that is quite interesting, which angle A is coming in ABD, in triangle ABD, and angle B is coming in triangle ABC. So let us take that also. So our motive is to prove them equal. Now you will asking, sir, why to prove them equal? The thing is, the moment you prove them equal, you can say their sum is 180, and you can say twice of one angle is 180 and that angle is 90 degree. That's it. So let's start. First thing we can say is AD is equal to BC. AD equal to BC. It is also like, because ABCD is a parallelogram, we can say. So it is obvious that opposite sides are equal. Second thing is this AB equal to AB. This is from our, what you say, efforts. We have found it very carefully. And the third thing which is given to us and we have not utilized till now is AC equal to BD, that both the diagonals are equal. It is given to us, and by very simple criteria SSS we can say the triangles are congruent. Now comes the main part of naming the triangles. ABD is congruent to. Now first name you can write in any way, but second name should be corresponding to the first name. So let's observe, AB and AB are coming together. AB is first and second, so AB and third place, or BA and third place. So third place in this case is C, I guess, yes. So let us take one more property and check. AC should come equal to BD. BD is second and third. AC is second and third here. So this is the correct name and this is the wrong one. So we have got the name. Now can we say angle A and B are equal? Let us check. A is coming at the first place, B is coming at the first place. So we are very much ready to say that. So angle A is equal to angle B by same property, because corresponding parts of congruent triangles, and as they are adjacent angles in a parallelogram, we also know angle A plus angle B is equal to 180 degree, because ABCD is a parallelogram and we know adjacent angles are supplementary. So you can write that also, that adjacent angles adjacent angles are supplementary. That is also a correct reason. So now you can say as they are equal, I can write twice of angle A is equal to 180, angle A equal to 90 degree. So we have proved three things. First, we have proved it a parallelogram. Second, we proved it all sides are equal, and third, we have proved one angle is 90 degree, and with that we are done. We can now say ABCD is a square. That's it. Now question number 6. Diagonal AC of a parallelogram ABCD bisects angle A. So let us first write the very important thing which is given. First thing they are saying ABCD is a parallelogram. Now what they are saying is that this diagonal AC is bisecting angle A. So let me call them angle 1, angle 2, and we can say it is given to us that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Now to find or to prove what is there, we have to prove that it bisects angle C also. So we have to prove that this 3 is also equal to this 4. So we have to prove angle 3 is equal to angle 4. And second thing we have to prove is ABCD is a rhombus, and ABCD is a rhombus. I don't know about this thing, but this thing I am very much sure. For rhombus, the first criteria is to prove a parallelogram, which it is already given, and second criteria is to prove all sides equal. So if we are able to prove these two things, we can say it is a rhombus. Now think, how can you prove angle 3 equal to angle 4 with the given things? Please think. It is very simple. You just have to think a little bit about some kinds of angles and it will be easy for you. So you know it is a parallelogram. Think about it. You know that AD is equal to BC and AD is parallel to BC. If two lines are parallel and there is a transversal, can't we say angle 1 and angle 4 are equal? Yes, because they are forming a shape like this, Z shape. So let us write that proof. First thing that I am observing is angle 1 is equal to angle 4. Why? Because alternate interior angles. Similarly, I can say angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Same reason. They are also alternate interior angles because AB is parallel to CD. Now, what you observe is you have got 1 equal to 4, 2 equal to 3, and actually they are equal. The left hand side is equal. So can't we say the right is also equal? So as angle 1 is equal to angle 2 given, we can say angle 4 is equal to angle 3. So first part is done. Now comes the second part. Okay, it's very easy. Just try to think logically. It's not tough. So for the second part, we know already that ABCD is a parallelogram. That means we have two things with us. First is AB is equal to CD and AD equal to BC. These two things we are having. We have to prove all sides equal because rhombus is a parallelogram with all sides equal. So again, this is a different world. This is a different world. We just want a connecting link. A person who can connect these two things and we can say all are equal. So for that again we have to either prove AB equal to BC because they are adjacent sides, or we have to prove CD equal to AD. That will also work. So we have to prove either AB equal to this BC or CD equal to AD. To prove that, in the previous questions we have seen, we used to take two triangles and we tried to prove them congruent and we found these things by CPCT. But in this case, if you will try, you will not be able to prove that. Okay, because in this case the situations are different. In this case you have to use the given things and what you have proved. So obviously you have given that 1 and 2 are equal and you have proved 3 and 4 are equal. We also know that completely A and C are also equal. So let me write that as angle A is equal to angle C and angle 1 is equal to angle 2, comma, angle 3 equal to angle 4, but we can say as the wholes are equal, similarly the halves will be equal. As wholes are equal, therefore halves will be equal. So what do we get? We can say now as that angle 1 equal to 2 equal to 3 is equal to 4, which implies for our use we can take in triangle ABC as angle 2 equal to angle 4. Therefore the sides opposite to them, which is AB and BC, so AB is equal to BC, because sides opposite to equal angles are equal. That's it. It was very easy to prove. So now we have said that all sides are equal and angles we already proved, so we can say, so ABCD is a rhombus as it is a parallelogram with all sides equal. That's it. Done. Now see question number 7. Question number 7 is actually exactly opposite of question number 6. So they are just trying to make us habitual with the properties in this way. So the question is ABCD is a rhombus. So given first thing, ABCD is a rhombus. So please don't get confused. It looks like a parallelogram, but it is having all sides equal. That is why it is a rhombus. Okay. You can make it in this way also. That is not an issue. That is also a rhombus. This is also a rhombus, because rhombus is a parallelogram with all sides equal. Okay. Now it is saying show that diagonal AC bisects angle A as well as angle C. So we have to prove in this case that these angles are equal. If you remember in the last question, this was given to us and it was said to prove it rhombus, but now they have given us it is rhombus and we have to prove the reverse thing. So to prove angle 1 is equal to angle 2, comma, angle 3 equal to angle 4. Apart from this, we have to show the same thing with diagonal BD also, and diagonal BD bisects angle B and D, so that you can do very easily. If I prove this part, you can prove the second part on your own. Okay, you have to prove this also after the first part. Just let me show you. So 1 2 3 4, let me calculate 5 6 7 and 8. So we have to prove this also. Angle 5 equal to angle 6, angle 7 equal to angle 8. This you will prove on your own. Okay, I will just prove this first part. Now see, so you can observe the figure first and try to understand how we can find this thing and how we can prove this thing. Please see. It is very simple, the same story of connecting link. Okay, first we will start to find a relation between these angles, whatever is possible from our side. Okay, if you say carefully, it is a parallelogram also, and in a parallelogram the opposite sides are parallel, and you can say this angle 1 right now is equal to angle 4. How? Same reason, angle 1 equal to angle 4 because alternate interior angles. First thing. Second thing, angle 2 is equal to angle 3. Again the same part, alternate interior angles. So we have got two different things. We just want a connecting link. In this case, we have 1 and 4 equal, 2 and 3 equal. We just need a connecting link so that we can say these parts easily. For that, just observe one thing. This is a rhombus. In rhombus, all sides are equal. If all sides are equal, that means AB is also equal to BC. If they two are equal, this triangle ABC is a isosceles triangle, and if a triangle is isosceles, the angles opposite to equal sides are equal, and we have got a connecting link, that is 2 and 4. So let me write that. In triangle ABC, angle 2, first let me write that, we can say AB is equal to BC because rhombus all sides are equal. So this question was very easy. We can say by that angle this 4 is equal to angle 2 because angles opposite to equal sides are equal. You can write the complete reason because they are containing marks. Okay, now with that we have got the connecting link, so we can say if these two are equal, that means they all are equal. We can say angle 1 equal to angle 2 is equal to angle 3 is equal to angle 4, and with this our first part is done. We wanted to prove only this part, we have proved extra over there. Similarly, you can prove for the remaining one, that is 5, 6 and 7, 8. I hope you can do this in the similar way. It is very easy because it is a rhombus. Okay, so let me take question 8 also. With after that we will see the remaining question in part 3. Question number 8. Question 8 is saying ABCD is a rectangle in which diagonal AC bisects. Okay, we have to show it is a square. So whatever we want to prove, we should draw that only, है ना? And we should not tell anyone that we know. Let me draw a square only because we want to prove it a square, but I will not assume it anything like that. So A, B, C, D, because we all know square is also a rectangle, so that is okay. So now what is given to us, read the question. ABCD is a rectangle, so we have to consider it a rectangle. Okay, never ever think it is a square. ABCD is a rectangle, first thing. Apart from this, they are saying the diagonal AC bisects angle A as well as angle C, the same thing that we are saying for the last some time. So AC is bisecting angle A and C, that means these angles are equal. These 1, 2, 3, 4. We have seen this thing has helped us a lot in proving all sides equal. So angle 1 equal to angle 2 given to us, angle 3 equal to angle 4 given to us. So apart from that, we have to prove first it a square, the first part, to prove ABCD is a square. Now if you remember, we all know it is already a rectangle, so only one thing is required. We just need to prove all sides equal, because a rectangle is a square in which all sides are equal. Okay, so first square we have to prove, second we have to prove diagonal BD bisects B and D. Oh my god, very easy. Diagonal BD bisects angle B and angle D. This I left in the previous part, that is why this came again in front of me, so that I can prove it. Let's see first thing first. So let's start. We have to prove that all sides are equal. So we can say first thing as ABCD is a rectangle, so it must be following all the properties of rectangle. Apart from that, opposite sides are equal, that means AB equal to CD and this AD equal to BC. Again we want a connecting link. As soon as we give a connecting link, we can say they all are equal. So either I prove CD equal to AB, that will be a link, either I prove AB equal to BC, that will be a link. So let me take this time CD and AD. Let us do something new now. Okay, so my motive is to prove these two equal. For that, these angles will help me as they were helping me in the previous cases. So what we can say as, okay, first what we can say, that can be done directly also, na? Because if they are 90-degree angle, their half is means 45, 45, they are already equal only. So what to do? Let me let us do by a new method, or will that confuse you? Okay, first let me do by the previous method only, then we will see the new method. Okay, the previous method we have seen angle 1 is equal to angle 4, and no, that will not help. We have to see this new method only because it is a rectangle, so we have to respect it in that way only. That method will not work here. We have to see it is a rectangle, so we know angle 1 plus 2 equal to how much? 90 degree, and they are equal also. Yes, so we can say angle 1 plus angle 1 is equal to 90 degree. That gives me angle 1 equal to 45 degree. Similarly, I will try to prove 3 also 45 degree, and by that my work is done. Now let's see. Also, angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 90 degree, because in a rectangle all angles are right angle, and we can say 3 plus 3 is equal to 90, which gives me twice angle 3 is equal to 90 and angle 3 is equal to 45 degree. As they two are equal, but we can say the sides opposite to them are also equal. Therefore, we can say AD is equal to CD, because sides opposite to equal angles. And with that, we can say ABCD is a square. So this gives you a clear idea now that we can prove a parallelogram square with some certain special qualities. We can prove a rectangle a square with some special qualities. We can prove a rhombus a square with some special characteristics. That is why I gave you that flow diagram in that online lecture. That is very useful for you. Okay. So ABCD is a square because rectangle with all sides equal is a square, or you can say parallelogram with all sides equal and one angle equal to 90 degree is a square. That also will work, no issue. Okay, so this part is done. The second part is we have to prove diagonal BD bisects angle B and angle D. So this part, let me draw this diagonal and give you a hint. So we have to prove 5 is equal to 6 and 7 is equal to 8. In similar fashion, you can say, as it is a square now, or earlier it was a rectangle, at that time also we could have said this thing, but now to prove this thing you have to see what are the possible options. Try to see first. Okay, I think you have given a lot of time to it. Let us see now. We can say angle 5 and angle 8. Right now we can say by confirmation that 5 and 8 are equal. Why? All of you please think. Why angle 5 equal to angle 8? Because they are alternate interior angles. Similarly, what else I can say? Angle 6 is equal to angle 7. Same reason. Now we have got the crisscross connection. If somehow I find a connection, a connecting link, that will make things easy. So to make the connection, if you observe this 6 and 8, what do you find? In this triangle BCD, it is a square now. We have proved it already. So we can say BC equal to CD, and if BC and CD are equal, can't we say 6 and 8 are equal? So this was the connecting link. It was very easy. So we can say in triangle BCD, angle 6 is equal to angle 8. We have got the connecting link because angles opposite to equal sides. So we are done. We can say now we have got the connecting link that angle 5 is equal to angle 6 is equal to angle 7 is equal to angle 8. And with this we have proved the second part also. These questions are not tough. Only thing is you need to have a resolved mind. You just need to understand what you want to prove and you have to walk in that path. Okay. Every question is very easy. Just try to think. Give some time to the question. Okay. Thank you.